This little telescope just turned the sky into a time machine. Watch this. Hey, Diana here. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I was able to try the star trails with the Dwarf Mini and results are really good. I want to show you the setting. I am also including a cheat sheet. The process with the Dwarf Mini is pretty much automatic. For the Dwarf 3, you have to take more steps. Look in the description for a link of the steps for the Dwarf 3 and also stay tuned for the upcoming video using the Dwarf 3. Star trails appear differently depending on where you point your camera in the sky. Circumpolar star trails form perfect circles when you aim toward the North Star, Polaris, as the stars rotate around it. Arched trails happen when you point slightly away from Polaris, creating smooth curved lines across the sky. Diagonal star trails appear as straight or angled lines when you face east or west, where the stars rise and set, giving a more dynamic motion effect. Now that you know the different star trail shapes, make a decision and position the telescope. You can combine the different shaped star trails. Is an artistic result and editing, so there is no right or wrong. This is the exact location that I used directly towards Polaris, and here it is on the northwest. And for a different pattern or style, it can be pointing to the northeast. Now that you know where to point the telescope to get the different patterns or styles, depending on the side of the sky, it's time to pick how you want those star trails to look. And here is an example of what is the comet style and also the build-up classic. The shooting duration has up to 360 minutes. The longer the duration, the more star trails you're going to get. There's only one option for resolution. It's very simple for the star trails. Just go here on the icon, click on it. It's going to say can be captured from any direction, adjust the framing and tap to start shooting. That's all you have to do. No polar alignment is necessary. Be no tracking, as that is the way to get the star trails, and you don't need to take dark frames. It's all going to be automated by the telescope. With the latest upgrades on the app, the icons are going to be in a different place, so always look on that right top corner for the icon in order to change the different mode. Click on Star Trails, and now you have three options to choose from: Comet Style, Generate Video, and Shooting Duration. Under Comet Style, there are two options: the Comet Style and the Classic Build-Up, or you can turn off the Comet Style. The process was very easy. I followed all the steps. I was able to capture a little bit over 2 hours because clouds were coming and it was very late. So I have to pick after midnight. I enjoy a lot the video that was generated during the imaging session, and you can see that it kind of like looks like the comet style. When you finish the imaging session, the image and the video are going to be under Astro, so you will find everything there. And the video can be also found under videos. I was not able to edit the images using Stellar Studio, as the image is not an option to be selected for Stellar Studio. So if you want to enhance these images, it has to be in other programs. One of them is Star Stacks. This program is free and it's made for star trails. You have to have the images on JPEG format. It will not accept or process any other format like FAT. The images from the Dwarf Mini were on JPEG, but I can convert those images to TIFF using PixInsight, but still this program gave me too many problems, so I decided to pass on it. All I did here in Photoshop was to use the camera raw filter. I enhanced a little bit the colors. I did some noise reduction. Then I continue with some color saturations, just looking as there's no right or wrong here. But the real magic happened using the burn tool and other tools that are in that same location, and this is the final result.